Hey-oh, it's Greener with Alfie. We're here for Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Finals.
How you doing? How's everyone doing out there?
Hey, buddy, beer time?
Yeah, that'd be all right.
That's
Thanks
good.
a lot. I don't think you offered me one last time. You're a little.
I was a little hungover the last night, people.
Under the weather.
A little under the weather. Blue Jays games. There's a reason they serve alcohol at ball games. Homer Simpson
Cheers,
said it
man.
best.
Big game tonight.
Big game,
We'll
We'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
How was your weekend?
Whoa, that was wild. It was an amazing time. Detroit Red Wing fans are pretty crazy. So are the Penguin fans over there. But
Yeah, I understand our producer wouldn't allow you to interview anybody rooting for the Pens.
your friend there, Mick Red Wing, he's a pretty devout fan.
Yeah,
hardcore. But
yeah.
he's a good producer. He did all right. But
Yes,
So-
one-sided producing though.
Yeah.
It's a little too much.
So listen, were you really in Dubai?
No, I was nowhere near Dubai.
Didn't think you were.
I would be caught dead in Dubai.
Really? Hey, all you Dubaians out there.
No offense, but I got my doubts. You guys pay any attention to hockey anyway, so I don't think I'm not insulting anyone. But no, I was nowhere near Dubai. Spent the weekend watching the hockey game, of course, and it was D-Day celebrations this past weekend. 65th anniversary of the D-Day invasion. And so we spent a bit of time doing a D-Day palooza. So yeah,
That's pretty cool, actually.
yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time.
So Greener, what's going on what's going on in the NHL?
Jeez, man, I tell you, you got one day there's no news, and then all of a sudden the balloon bursts, right? Like frig, you got Danny Heatley up there at Ottawa all peed off because he don't like the coach, so he's demanding a trade. And
Are you sure? I should probably know about that, shouldn't I?
Yeah, you would, Alfie. You may want to start making a few phone calls because it looks like your team's going to need a new winger pretty soon.
I'm coming with you, Healy.
It's a hefty contract the man has. I mean, he's got a $7.5 million a year contract, so it's not a lot of teams out there that can pick that up. And I wouldn't be surprised if he's still with Ottawa to start the season because most teams know that Heatley has asked for the trade. Therefore, they can come to Ottawa and say, yes, we'll give you a bucket of pucks. Can we please have Danny Heatley?
Yeah.
So I don't know if, Brian Murray never got to where he is in life by just simply giving away talent. So I'm sure that, this is going to resolve itself one way or the other. And I wouldn't be surprised if training camp comes around and Heatley is still with the Ottawa Senators.
So we might have a lot more material over the summer. So what about our Canadian boy Brent Sutter?
Mr. Sutter quit the coaching for the New Jersey Devils today. He put in his resignation. He is going back to Alberta. Now Brent, of course, is got a family business in Red Deer, Alberta. He also owns the Rebels, and he's got close ties to that province. His family didn't even move this past year down to New Jersey. They stayed in Alberta, so he was missing those. And hell, if you've ever been to New Jersey and you've ever been to Red Deer, I'll pick Red Deer.
I'll pick the Pee Wee team.
Yeah. And there's apparently some speculation that Mr. Sutter didn't like having he couldn't criticize Martin Brodeur down the stretch because Martin had that big win over Patrick Waugh and stuff like that. But he wasn't winning the games down the stretch. He after he had that big moment, he stopped winning. So the story is that Brent really didn't like having to kowtow to certain stars in New Jersey.
Like Stephen Harper and his minions out there.
Yes, yeah.
We won't get you on that. But
no.
What else?
Well, I'm wearing the blue and white today. Adds a little bit of respect for a man who's played his final games as a Toronto Maple Leaf. Curtis Joseph has been told by the team he is no longer needed. His services are better suited elsewhere, which would mean the golf course Cujo. Time to go.
Well, Cujo, you had a good run, man.
You had a good run, buddy.
Respect.
Cheers to Cujo.
Cheers to Cujo.
He stoned Alfie and the boys a few times in the playoffs.
Did he? I can't remember.
And I enjoyed that very well. But might as well get on to tonight's topic, which is Game 6 What are you thinking?
Well, every other game I've pretty much predicted 4-3 in overtime for the Pens, but it's like it's
Your record speaks for itself, just like mine. Yeah.
Well, I've been picking winners a few of the games, haven't I?
Yeah, I've got one.
Yeah, okay. So maybe I've got a couple. Who's counting? But in any event, I'm going to go with Detroit tonight. That was a clear-out spanking. I know it's been a homer series, as I'm sure you're going to point out as well. But if they play like they did on Saturday when me and your friend there, McRedwing, were over at Joe Louis, excuse me, it's it's going to be scary. But I'm hoping for good hockey, that Pittsburgh makes a game out of it and proves me wrong.
Yeah, well, I'll go with Pittsburgh simply because it is a home-and-home series. Every team that's played at home wins, and I'm looking forward to a Game 7 because if the season ends tonight, that's it, I'm done.
And that might be our show for a little while.
Yeah, that might be our show for a little while.
Who knows? So, and thanks for everyone that's supporting us. It's starting to really take off, and who knows, maybe we'll be around for Game 7. So, with that...
Yeah, well, I'll be signing out. It's Greener saying goodbye.
Alfie's out.
And I'm hitting stop.
Good man.